Tony Stewart. Smoke. One of the most fun drivers to watch in NASCAR history, both on and off the track. So today, I thought we'd take a trip down memory lane and look at Tony Stewart's top 10 Cup wins. Much like the other top 10 lists I've done on my channel, the only things needed to get a win on this list is for it to be a Cup-paying points win. So let's start. At number 10, we have the 2009 Pocono 500. While it may be hard to believe right now, in 2008, it was actually seen as a bit of a risk to go to SHR and make this team. After all, Haas had not been good even with Hendrick equipment and the Alliance beforehand. But he and teammate Ryan Newman quickly squashed those thoughts, and they had great performance. The week before, Stewart barely lost to Jimmy Johnson at Dover, so he was hungrier than ever to get a win at Pocono.
You have to drop the hammer and hopefully you don't run out of gas.
Yeah, they're all gonna have to go at some point in time here when they throw the white flag.
Tony Stewart down the front stretch, white flag, last lap. This will be the last lap of the race.
Now you want to run this lap so hard you can't see straight, but you still got to save it. You still got to save a little bit.
He's still got a pretty good cushion, I think, once he gets to 2. Johnson to second.
Johnson to second here.
2.5 seconds behind.
Can't take the racer out of Carl, though.
These guys are not saving fuel right now.
No, they're not saving fuel. Carl drove right back up under him. That's
to shoot him at 6 back to anything else.
That's for second. If Stewart runs out, that would be for the win.
Clear.
Tony in turn 2. Boy, they're barreling down on him now.
It's a long way from turn 3 to the start-finish line, though. Look at him looking.
Tony Stewart out of the final turn. Made the big move in the offseason.
Here he comes.
To go over to Haas Racing, take over part of the ownership, and Tony Stewart's going to take that team to victory lane.
At number 9, we have the 2001 Dodge Save Mart 350 at Infineon. With some races, you need to win because you just dominate everything. Other races, see pit strategy win it. And in some races, they're just won by pure dumb luck. This was one of those races.
You know what, guys? I'm not sure a caution would not be.
Caution's out. Stewart, get past Gordon. Here they come. They're running to the caution.
They're racing back to the caution flag.
Well, that lap car, Harvick, I mean, I can't fault the kid. Don't get me wrong.
Let the 29 have his lap back. We worked the deal.
Let the 29 have his lap back.
Come on, goes Harvick. Now, can he get past Stewart before the start-finish line? I'm not sure.
Because Stewart's got Robbie Gordon that'll be racing back to the caution as well.
Stewart wants the 29 car there.
He had a deal with a 7. But
he's slowing up. There he goes. He's going to let him go to the start-finish line. Let him have his lap back. Watched him be loose all day. Now, this is Kevin Harvick in the 29, turn 7.
To turn 7.
Turn 4 to turn 7.
Harvick's there.
Beating and banging. Stewart saw it happening.
And Tony, Stewart had the momentum.
You see, this is just what drives me crazy. Robbie Gordon is worried about a lap car, and he lets Tony Stewart take the lead.
Stewart would hold off the field and win after an absolutely boneheaded move by Robbie Gordon. But just by how much of a funny finish this is and how cool it is that Stewart managed to get the win, it's on this list. Number 8 is the 2007 All-State 400 at the Brickyard. Growing up in Indiana, Stewart rightfully revered the historic speedway. So, when he had another opportunity to win it after his first time at the home track, it was one of the most special finishes and wins in his career.
Carlo to bring a victory back to Richard Childress. He opens the door. Here comes Stewart.
Inside.
This is the best shot Tony's had right here. And he does. He gets to Kevin Harvick cleared.
Okay, he does a swap over underneath. He's got the clean air.
Oh, they bang.
I got to tell you, I don't think I'd have done that to Tony Stewart now. When you body slap this guy, you make him mad. He's like a rattlesnake, man. He's not going to like that at all.
Yeah, you're tugging on Superman's cape when you bump into Tony Stewart, but Kevin Harvick doesn't take much either. These guys are friends off the track, or at least, but right now, they are mortal enemies on this. A track, as you heard, that he came to when he was 5 years old, riding in a luggage rack on top of a bus, covered up in coats, so he could watch these guys race. It's a track that he has dreamed of winning time and time again. He won here in 2005. And once again, with the help of that guy right there, Zippy, Greg Zippinelli, Tony Stewart will come down here in 2007 and take the win in the All-State 400. Tony Stewart wins it.
Number 7, we have arguably the most explosive win of Smoke's career, the 2009 Coke Zero 400. This race seemed to be another race that he was just going to run away with. After all, he was one of the best ever at Daytona. But Kyle Busch would have something to say about that.
Here they come, to the outside. Here comes Kyle Busch. He's got him, and Tony cuts off him.
Now what's Tony going to do?
You're clear.
And now the question is, Tony's got no help because these guys are running too wide behind him.
Right.
So now it's man on man right now.
I don't think it's gonna get wider here in a minute, I believe. Here comes Johnson in behind Stewart. Is it enough? Hamlin's high side up there by himself in the 11. First lap led all night by Kyle Busch, and it's the money lap, and it might be all it takes.
It really
now, what does Johnson do to help Stewart?
Doesn't matter. Kyle Busch is going to hog all the racetrack, or he should. He's mirror driving right now.
Tony Stewart trying to get to the bottom.
He may get turned for mirror driving, but he's going to be mirror driving.
Stewart's trying to squeeze in there.
See that hand?
Shoving to the bottom.
He just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes.
There he turns him. He turns him.
Busch in the
Oh,
wall.
my God.
Here comes Stewart to the checkered
Tony
flag.
Stewart.
And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
At number 6, there's a 2011 Tums Fast Relief 500. Tony Stewart is just one of the best ever when it comes to driving the famed paperclip. The win he had in 2011, though, may be the most impressive. He didn't dominate, but instead, he snuck away with a win. And not only that, he had to beat out Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson for the W. Arguably the two best ever at Martinsville.
Do they get to the white flag without another yellow? Can Johnson get the Stewart's back bumper? Here they come.
Joey Logano into the wall.
Car in the wall, turn 3.
White flag's out, though.
Logano still driving around. We are on the last lap. Stewart, Johnson, Gordon. Will there be a bump and run? He's going to try it. Johnson gets there, but not enough. Tony Stewart wins at Martinsville.
At number 5, with the 2005 Pepsi 400. Arguably the most dominant win of Tony Stewart's career. He started from the pole. Then, he led the first 103 laps of the event. And not only that, he would lead all but 9 laps in total. 151 laps led out of 160. That is over 94% of the 160 laps run, where it was being led by the orange 20.
White flag for Tony Stewart. Last lap. This would be it no matter what happens.
Just not close enough to get anything done.
No. Jimmy Johnson is trying to get by Dale Jarrett on the outside.
Yeah, that 20 car will get awfully wide from this point on.
Half a lap for Tony Stewart. One on the road course a week ago at Sonoma. Picked up emotion and momentum, pursuing his second Nextel Cup championship. Tony Stewart, a native of Indiana, has always wanted to win at Indianapolis, but tonight he's going to shut out the field, and Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag at Daytona.
For the 4th spot, we have the 1999 Exide NASCAR Select Batteries 400. When Tony Stewart came over to NASCAR in 1999, he started out surprisingly well. But even though he sat 5th in the points with 10 races remaining in the season, he was still winless. That would all change, though, at Richmond, where he led 333 of the 400 laps run in the event.
And Tony Stewart gets the white flag. One more lap to go. Stewart has a lot of traffic ahead of him, but I don't think it's going to be a factor in the race. They come down the backstretch. Bobby Labonte is still about 5 or 6 car lengths behind him. Here comes Tony Stewart off the corner. And in his 25th NASCAR Winston Cup race, Tony Stewart wins at Richmond International Raceway.
Just making the podium would be Tony Stewart's final win, the 2016 Toyota Save Mart 350. The final 4 years of Smoke's career were just a sad fall from grace, both off-track incidents, injuries, and just flat-out mediocrity. But the bright spot came in his final season at the Sonoma Raceway. All day he ran up front contending for the win, and on the final lap, he had it in sight.
They're working him.
Not close enough.
Nope. Tony's right where he needs to be, man.
See if he can make a gain. It's all about getting off of this corner. He gets in there good. Oh, he missed it a little bit.
We're about to be ready for the dive.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's wheel hopping. He's going to hit him.
Hamlin is there.
He hit him.
Hey,
oh,
got him. Oh, no. No.
It's not over.
Get him back.
Denny got in there and wheel hopped. I don't think he meant for that to happen, but then he made contact with Tony. I think Tony was also pretty loose getting in there.
Well, that was what happened to Tony lap before, you know, when he got loose into 7 and that allowed Hamlin to close up.
Hey, this thing's not over, guys. Watch what happens into turn 11 in this heavy braking zone.
2 more corners. Hamlin trying to pull away.
Close enough.
I think Tony used up his stuff. I mean, we knew he was having, you know, issues
Here we go.
with the car.
Stewart inside.
He is there. He gets Hamlin. They hit. And Stewart comes off turn 11. Look at that. And he's coming to the flag.
How did that
Tony Stewart wins.
How did that happen?
Coming home in the runner-up spot is Tony Stewart's first win at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the 2005 All-State 400 at the Brickyard. Like his latter victory at Indianapolis in 2007, this one was special. Stewart had been wanting to win at the Brickyard since he was a little boy, and on August 5th, 2005, his boyhood dream would come true.
Kane trying to hold him off, can't do it. Side by side in front of his sweep. They sweep into 2 and onto the backstretch. Tony Stewart takes the lead at Indy.
Yeah, Stewart's going to make that car very difficult to pass right now for the next 10 laps.
The 9-car Casey Kane is going to have to depend on Tony Stewart having a problem, run out of fuel to be able to catch him.
Now Tony Stewart is 2.5 miles away from history. Tony Stewart, a native Hoosier, his dream comes true. Tony Stewart wins the All-State 400 at the Brickyard.
Now, the absolute best win of Tony Stewart's career would come at the most influential moment of his career. In 2011, Stewart put together a legendary run to keep up with Carl Edwards, 4 wins in 9 races. With 1 race left in the season, he was only 3 points behind the 99. After Kurt Busch had sprayed some broken parts all over the track though, a hole in the grill of the 14 seemed to end the season. But Stewart's resolve would overcome. So Stewart would have to pass every car to get the title. In an awe-inspiring run, he passed cars going 2, 3, and even 4 wide until he was finally back in the lead. Tied with Edwards in points, he owned the tiebreaker off of wins. All he needed to do was pull off an Al Davis impersonation. Just win, baby.
2002, he was the champion. 2005, he was the champion, those driving for someone else. This time, he's an older driver, and he's going to become a 3-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it.
So we got it. We got it. We got the tiebreaker, baby. Awesome job.
There we are. Tony Stewart's top 10 career wins. So now, I want to see what you think. What are your favorite Tony Stewart wins? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.